break-even analysis, sales mix break-even analysis. The sales mix is a proportion in which two or more products are sold. Okay, so each and every product has separate selling price and separate contribution margin. So in such a case, how to calculate the break-even analysis if fixed cost is same for all products? So in some companies, they manufacture main products and byproducts. So by using the same fixed cost, because same employees, everything is same. But all different products have individual selling price, but same fixed cost. So how to calculate the break-even point? So here, break-even point of sales mix, we have to calculate by making some adjustments in the break-even point formula. So in addition to the assumptions of break-even analysis, we have to follow some other assumptions while calculating this. So first one, the proportion of sales mix must be predetermined. And the second one, sales mix must not change within the relevant time period. Okay, so these are the assumptions. Now, calculation of sales mix break-even point. So first one, we have to calculate the contribution margin per unit. Okay, because each product has its own selling price. So that we have to calculate the contribution margin per unit. And then we have to combine the contribution margin, because for the calculation of break-even point, we have fixed cost of all products. So we have to calculate the contribution per unit for all products. That is why we have to combine the contribution margin. But how we will combine? We have to use the weights. We have to use the weights. So the weights may be of sales mix quantity or sales mix values. So by using those weights, we have to calculate the weighted average contribution per unit. So that is nothing but combined contribution per unit. We have combined fixed cost and combined contribution. So now we can easily calculate the break-even point in units. Fixed cost by contribution per unit. Right. Now we'll get the break-even units. So the next step is, so the same weights we have to use to divide this break-even units into each product, because the same weights we use to calculate the combined contribution per unit, right? So again we have to use the same weights for the calculation of break-even units of each product, right? So now we will get the break-even units of each product, and then we have to multiply with the selling price of each unit. Finally, we'll get the break-even value of each product. That is the calculation. Okay, we'll try with the illustration. Arnav Limited sells two products, J and K. Sales mix is 4 units and 3 units. The contribution margin per unit 40-20. Fixed cost for both products 6,16,000. So solution, we have to calculate the break-even points in units, right? So fixed cost we have 6,16,000, but we do not have the contribution per unit combinedly. So for this, we have to calculate the fixed cost is equal to 6,16,000. Weighted average contribution per unit. Okay, so this one is nothing but composite of both products contribution. So here contribution per unit given for each product 40 and 20. To combine these two, we have to use the sales mix as weights. Okay, so product J 40. See, we'll sales mix ratio. Sales mix ratio is 4:3, right? And contribution per unit is equal to, so we have to combine these contributions of both products 40 into 4/7 plus, so what is the contribution of K? 20 into 3/7. Okay, so how much it will be? It comes around 22.86 and 8.57. That is equal to 31.43. This is the weighted average contribution per unit. So we have to use the weights of sales mix. Okay. Now BEP in units. So this is the formula, same formula. But the thing is, in the sales mix concept, we have to use weighted average contribution per unit. The fixed cost is 6,16,000 by 31.43. Comes around 19,600. These are the break-even units. Okay. So now we have to find out which product has break-even unit. Calculation of BEP units of each product. Product J, right? So total how many units? 19,600, which is equal to 7. So we have to use the same weights 4/7 for product J. Product J has 40. So 4 by 7. See, 4 units of J, 3 units of K. Now, so how many units will come? 11,200. Product K, remaining units. Anyhow, we'll calculate the 3 by 7. 8,400 units. Okay, so here we do not have the selling price, so we cannot find the sales value, VEP sales value. Let us try with the another illustration. Following information is related to sales mix of product A, B, C. Selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, sales mix percentage, total fixed cost 40,000 for all products. Okay, so we have to calculate contribution per unit of each product. Okay, so first step, calculation of contribution per unit of each product. Particulars, selling price per unit. A, B, C. A 15, 21, 36 less variable cost per unit 9, 14, 19. Therefore, contribution per unit 6, 7, 17. Now, calculation of weighted average. We have to combine the contribution. That is why we have to calculate the weighted average contribution margin per unit. So, product A, B, C. Now, contribution per unit, that is 6, 7, 17. Okay. Now, see which one we have to take as weights. Here, sales mix percentage. Sales mix percentage 20%, 20%, 60%. 60%. So we have to multiply sales mix percentage with the contribution per unit. So we'll get 1.2 and 1.4 for B and 10.2 for C. Okay, total is 12.8. So this is the weighted average contribution per unit. 12.8 weighted average contribution per unit. So we have fixed cost of all products. Now we have contribution per unit of all products. So the third step is calculation of break-even point in units. Break-even point in units is equal to fixed cost by weighted average contribution per unit. So fixed cost 40,000 by 12.8, 3,125. So step 4, calculation of a break-even units of each product. So we have to divide this 3,125 among these three products. It is the combined BEP units. So we have to divide among these three. How? Now this question is answered with the sales mix percentage, because these are the weights we used to combine this contribution. Now we use the same weights to divide the break-even units. Product A. So how many units are there? 3,125. 3,125 into 20% for A. 20%. And product B, 3,125 into 20% for B as well. So for C, it is 60%. Product C is equal to 3,125 into 60%. Okay. So now we'll get the units of BEP of each product. 625, 625, and 1,875. Okay, so now we have BEP units as well as selling price per unit of each product. Now we can calculate BEP in value. Product A is equal to 625 units into selling price 15. Product B, 625 units into selling price is 21. Product C, 1,875 into 36 rupees. 36 rupees. So amounts will be 9,375, 13,125, and 67,500. See, this is how we have to calculate the break-even analysis of sales mix. Okay. So once again, first we have to calculate the contribution per unit if it is not given. Okay. Second one, we have to combine this contribution per units by using weights. Which kind of weights? sales mix quantity or sales mix units, sorry, sales mix value. Okay, so by using the same weight, we have to divide the break-even point units after calculating the combined break-even point units. Okay, so if sales price is given, we have to multiply the sales price, selling price with the break-even units, so that we'll get the break-even in value. So simple.